Hello and welcome to Theta. It's a ranked game here on Season 0, which has just started. Hopefully people show up in large numbers. Actually, already there's been so many more ranked games. So it's especially during European time, you just click and you get a ranked game, which is quite nice. Basically no waiting, and you also get paired up with the people of your ability as much as it's possible. So I won't be able to upload for at least a week. Hopefully Gyle will take over. I'll put a link in the description about that to link to his channel. Does some really good casts. Hopefully he does a couple. But I guess now we can focus on what happens in this game. A Vortex going SERA from first land to PGens. And I'll play this one at 0, just looking at the eco. On Theta, of course, the map, one thing that's beautiful about it is you can see how spread out the mask extractors are. You got basically these 6, it's completely symmetric, another 4, and a 2. So a total of 12 on each side, total of 24. Mass reclaim in the middle, which is quite significant in these rocks. First air, very popular. Matt Stork going to first land. And actually tanks for Seraphim also quite nice. So it looks like the first 2 engineers. And you can see it's going to be a land spam. It's going to be a pretty big land spam. A tank for Matt Stork moving out. So for Matt Stork, he's got to decide where he wants to go. He can either try to take the top or the bottom. Hard to take both. And he's going to wait for the Selene to decide. Meanwhile, TA4Life, just a little more mass in storage. Looks like his ACU just hanging out. Went a little too far past the Hydro. Working on the Hydro. 1 PGen, a couple tanks, and scouts. Of course, one beautiful thing about these scouts for UEF is they do have the range on units. There goes the first kill. So it is a piece of information that Matt Stork is going to try to take over the top. There's a number of tanks moving in that direction. And it looks like 3 engineers making land factories. So both players going with the massive land spam, no air planned yet. See, it's already the 3rd factory being constructed by Matt Stork. 3rd factory for TA4Life, but looks like he's slightly behind. The ACU for TA, though, is much further to the mass, which will be nice. And here come those 2 tanks. Early tanks already made it past the halfway point. TA did not send the engineer to the top. The engineer went to the bottom. It's all because of that early scout. But it is 2 versus 1. More tanks come in, and it'll be 3. Here goes the scout. The Selene has died, and with numbers 3 versus 2, this should be easy victory. Plus now the engineer is going to come out and try to claim some of these mask extractors. You can see another group of tanks moving to the top. Both players are hoping to take this top shelf. Here's a scout for TA4Life waiting to see if anything will come through. Both engineers very similar times on the bottom, but not really any rates. But here comes a rate of 2. So it looks like Matt Stork really likes 2 tanks plus a Selene. And actually Selenes do shift battles quite well. So should never discount the scout though. It's got the range. It doesn't have nearly as much damage as this Selene, but it does have a range on it. And here we see it's going to be a victory for Matt Stork. Quite a few tanks to the middle. So Matt Stork attacking on both sides. ACU is now meeting in the middle. You see in terms of reclaim, 385 for TA4Life. Stork at 578. It's actually been getting quite a bit from these piles of rocks. Looks like the top is going to belong to Matt Stork. And here we see it looks like it'll be a successful raid. It'll be all about killing that engineer. It'll be successful defense for TA. TA moving to the enemy territory with ACU. And on numbers for TA. TA is sitting on a total of 6 land factories. Looks like Stork actually kind of stopped the 4 land factories, making a little bit more power. Could be a little surprising. A slight advantage because of that victory up on top shelf. So denying a mask extractor, getting 2 for himself. Both ACEs basically full health, fighting 4v4, but an engineer gets caught in the fight. Looks like it will be a victory for TA though. And on the bottom, a significant group of tanks, 7 tanks. TA4Life also moving tanks in that direction. Matt Stork is going to go deep, getting a 6th land factory. You can see the 7th land factory on the way for TA. Stork 5 kills, TA4Life only 1. And here up on top, looks like a single tank is going to win the engineer for Matt Stork has been killed. Stork should be able to win the small battle up on top. An attack from TA, but runs into superior numbers, running in a single stream. A retreat. It's very important to take out those mask ejectors. That evens out map control. Except for Matt Stork here, who was very aggressive, and that TA might actually be thinking about winning here perhaps. One engineer on a power spam. Stork going to 5,000 health. Now going to move in a whole bunch of units in the direction of TA's ACU. TA trying to block, but it'll be very difficult to actually kill in this situation, so Stork doing just enough. Getting quite a few kills, 14 kills, TA only at 3. So a good move from Matt Stork getting TA to go in. And that was a victory. Stork Eco got a whole bunch of extra excess mass, not making enough factories. Got a 7th one. Got just enough power for that. TA using all of his mass, looks like almost stalling. Going for the 8th land factory. Now there's a whole bunch of reclaim in the middle that both players should try to pick up. You can see then the advantage of using all that mass. The Stork did not use up. This could all be tanks, and the tanks that TA does have, and that means map control. TA expanding past the midpoint. Just got to get engineers out into the field. Some attack moves, but looking at the reclaim, 2,000 for TA, Stork at 1,400. Here quite well, looks like numbers advantage for Stork. You might be thinking about moving in. A retreat for TA. So in this position, whoever has more power, but both players very low on power. A little more for TA, because a gun in this situation would be nice. But you really need about 200 excess power to think about that, or maybe power storage. That's one important thing to check. Power storage here for Stork. TA4Life does not have power storage yet. And also on Theta, radars are crucial. See a radar here for Stork. And where's the radar for TA right here? Pretty similar positions. And there's also another radar here for TA4Life. So you can see the radar coverage, pretty defensive. You can see exactly what all the enemy units are doing. You can see deep into the base. Stork, also a similar situation, 2 radars. And you can see how this map is really divided down the diagonal. TA 8 kills, going pretty deep. Stork here with a low health isn't able to use the ACU as much. And here we got the artillery, the SERA from artillery really shifting the battle. 10 kills. So this is the real time the game happens. You can see it's a little slower than the regular videos, but actually it takes quite a bit to control all the different battles. So it's nice when it's slower like this. Looks like Stork is retreating. I'm moving in with his ACU, so he got 3 simultaneous battles. 11 kills, and here TA could be in a bit of trouble. That is enough tanks to kill the ACU. And really not much in support. Meanwhile, TA attacking. And so much reclaim. You can see an engineer doing the right thing. Multiple engineers for TA4Life reclaiming, but TA 17 kills. Looks like a victory up on top though. And a point defense attempted. That's not going to work. TA 20 kills. He's going to get reinforcements. And this is really where Stork could have attacked had the numbers. Could have made a big problem. But there's just so much reclaim. But dangerous to send an engineer there because of the ACU. 25 kills versus 19. TA actually trying to sneak all the way into Stork's base. That's not going to happen. Just some more reclaim. Stork now operating with 2 groups of units instead of 3. TA taking a chance to move through, take out a couple of mass extractors. You see a retreat from Stork. So both of these groups are bigger. Actually, there's a third one here being formed at the base, which will be able to counter. This group of units is in danger of being sandwiched. Pretty even numbers here on the left side, and TA is just going to run away. You can see reclamation about 4,600 versus 1,400. So it looks like Stork is not reclaiming most of this game, but he does have some excess power. Looks like yet another victory. And here Stork, this is really position Stork has been very defensive in, and had a couple chances to move in for attack. Surprisingly, well, not the reason the top isn't really taken by engineers. Stork's ACU has been here most of the game. And here's Stork almost teasing at 19 kills to be attacked, but got plenty of units in support, some overcharges, 22 kills. And here this is a mistake, no reason to send these units in. It's like TA just sending all groups in. And here's Stork getting 25 kills, 3 kills. Will be simultaneous victories for Stork in multiple positions. So much reclaim. The engineers taking care of that. 2 kills on that tank that's going to die pretty soon. And now bombers for Stork. This is a really big part of big change in this game. First air, minute 12. No air factories, just land factories for TA. TA had 28 kills. Is going to be chased by Stork's ACU. And looks like all units are now going after TA. So basically full retreat. 2 other groups for TA to go try to take advantage and attack. And while TA 29 kills, getting bombed with some assistance, and actually find himself in a bad place to retreat to. Gonna try to retreat in the direction of Stork, now pulling all of his units to the ACU. Stork with 40 kills, very important piece of veterancy. And you can see artillery when you're running in a single direction. And now all these shots now, instead of shooting units, shooting the wall. And there are some bombs. 180 kills, 200 damage per bomb. Looks like TA got out of the situation. 142. That was a successful dodge. But one more bomb from Stork killed the escaped ACU that just got out of there. Really, that was the difference in the game. If it wasn't for the bombers, it would have been total map control. A victory for TA. So a really nice save there at the end from Matt Stork.